Welcome back to the channel. A proper introduction this time. I think the last video, maybe the last couple videos have been, I just start with whatever clip makes the most sense, but this time I think we're actually going to introduce it. Anyway, it's Monday. I'm on a little short break from work, and we just went to, the video comes out tonight from the event that we had on Saturday at Seminole Harley Davidson in Sanford. And while I'm on this break, what I wanted to do was check out my coolant levels. I'm always conscious of coolant levels on this pig because she's been burning it since I got it. Some of it's leaking, I think, through the reservoir. But I put quite a bit of strain on the cooling system, I believe, on Saturday as we were sitting in traffic for a lot of the day on the way up there. So just want to make sure you guys know how it is. I think we put a total of 250 miles on that day, which isn't a whole lot. But just want to make sure. Also, two things. One, if you haven't subscribed, hit the button. It's right there. It doesn't cost you anything. Totally free. But if you're not into free stuff, if you have an overwhelming desire to support the channel, look down below the video. There's also a whole row of things from the shop that I launched. Had great response when I first launched it. Looks like it's kind of died off a little bit. I don't know if people see that or not. Yes, I'm peddling expensive t-shirts and shit. Sue me. So let's take a look at this coolant level and see how much of it burned off or leaked out or whatever on Saturday. I used to pull these panels all the way out. My buddy Gunny Z actually takes his out completely. He doesn't roll them at all. All right, let's see what we got here. It is at the top. Oh yeah. Big fan. Now the telltale sign of the status of this cooling system will also be determined by looking to see what's going on with the reservoir. As you guys know, as it heats up and cools down, the expansion and contraction will impact the reservoir level as it's designed to do. I like to shine the flashlight, and if I'm moving all around here, I apologize for that. Yep, she's down. So we're still going through coolant a little bit. I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at here, but I don't know if it's coming out of the new to me right radiator that I put on, or if it's something coming out of the reservoir. I've long suspected a reservoir leak. Even back when I changed radiators out several months ago, I suspected that was the case. So I'm going to fill this coolant back up. Call it good for now, guys. See you then.
All right, boys. Solo ride. We're going on a long ride, which really means we're not going on a long ride. Short couple of rides tonight. This first little stint is just down to our local spot. Wife and I are going to go have a little dinner and some beers. And normally, because the spot's like, I don't know, a mile and a half from the house, normally we just take the Jeep. She's taking my son to work. I'm going to go grab us a table. But then after dinner, I'm going down to Josh's and going to go hang out for a little bit. They're doing a live stream tonight. He did kind of mention, hey, if you want to jump in the live stream for a few minutes, you can. But I don't know. I've never been on a live stream. A lot of times I don't know what to say. Shit, man. Even on these videos where I have a whole week to prepare, I don't know what to say. I'm sure you guys ask a lot of you guys ask the bigger YouTubers more, and they could probably give you more sound advice or answers, but a lot of you guys ask questions about how I do what I do or what I do, and sometimes it's really hard to put into words, and it is work. I think there was another YouTuber recently, a big one, not me, a big one that talked about, people just see one side of it, and I don't have an editor, obviously. I can't afford that. Marketer, none of that. Agent, obviously I don't have any of that shit. I feel kind of dumb even mentioning it, but it's work. It's work to remember to put the camera on. It's work to sort your footage. It's work to even try to find time to edit the videos. I'm not bitching. I'm not complaining about it. because I do enjoy it. I think one of my favorite times of the entire week are Monday nights. Because football, baby! No, because Monday nights is when I do my premieres. As if you're a frequent visitor of the channel, you'll know that already. And it's just a whole lot of fun to me. I mean, sure, I spend many hours a week filming, putting things together, editing. Some videos, yes, do get more of a editing budget than others. It depends on, am I hungover? Sunday mornings have been my editing day recently. And depends on if I'm hungover or not, or some days I just don't feel very creative. So the videos get, pieced together very linearly, if that's a word. And sometimes I have funny ideas. Well, things I think are funny. I mean, I know everybody's sense of humor is a little different. And when my sense of humor differs from yours, believe me, you let me know. So I had somebody, I'm not going to, maybe I should save some of these comments. I don't really get a whole lot of negative comments. I'm too small really to have a lot of those, but I see them. And I won't call it OCD because I think it's overplayed, but I typically heart every comment, whether I actually like it or not. Maybe that's dumb, but I do that because it clears my queue. I get a queue of comments in my studio app, and I don't like them in there, so I just heart them to get rid of them. But somebody on the silent video, I mean, you guys, some of you watched it, not all of you, because it performed very poorly, which that's okay. That's what it is. A lot of you guys really got what I was going for there, and the constructive comments that I did get, I appreciated. Like, hey, I can appreciate you stretching your artistic side, but it's not really for me. Hey, those kind of comments, man, I can appreciate those. One guy, he says, I don't even remember his name. He's commented before. He's like, well, it wasn't really all that silent, but okay. It's like, I just deleted the comment. It's like, that's dumb, dude. Don't be dumb. I mean, leave me criticism or constructive, whatever. Just don't be fucking stupid. Anyway, here we are. This is our spot. This is the originating location of Saturday Night Bullshit. So it is actually Saturday, October 13th. Look it up in your calendar, and I'll see you in there.
Through the magic of editing, we have gone from Thursday night to very early Saturday morning. And when I mean very early, it's still dark out. I can't tell you the last time that I woke up this early on a Saturday. I've been up from Friday until Saturday at this time. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30. A bunch of us are meeting up and riding over to BLOCKHEAD's grand opening, face reveal. Another exciting piece to this particular ride is that my wife is riding her bike as well. So this is going to be her first distance ride. I'm really excited about that. It's only 120 miles, maybe 116 miles, I think, from where we're going to, or from where we're meeting to where we're going. But we are taking all back roads, which for me, I prefer back roads anyway on a little ride like that. It's prettier back there. I can keep a pace that's more comfortable for her. Don't have to worry about idiots on I-4. So I'm going to move the bikes out, get the Gull Wing warmed up, get her Shadow warmed up, and then, yeah, man, we'll see you on the road.
The wild and wonderful Florida sunrise greets us with a kiss right to our cheeks. In an effort to woo over the lovely sunrise, my wife is winking at the sun with her blinker. I love it. It's like our thing. I wasn't going to record on the way out here because the lighting isn't really set up for that, but would you look at this? Can you see it? Oh, fucking gorgeous, man. It's going to be a good ride up. I'm really excited about the back roads going all the way up to, it's near Sanford, Florida. It's near the same place we went last week for that Harley Davidson event. But, I mean, if you guys are following Blockhead, which I'm sure most of you are, he's got that address to his shop plastered all over the internet, so it's no secret where we're going. Dabari, I think, is the name of it. But I think one of the most exciting things for me today is that she's doing it, baby. She's doing it. Hell yeah. How do you feel about your first like long day ride?
I feel fine. I'm not nervous about the ride.
No, good.
I feel pretty confident, so
Hell yeah.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
I'm sure I know you're gonna do great.
I'm not worried about my ass because the seat is pretty comfortable,
Yeah.
but I know my inner legs will be hurting tomorrow.
Inner legs, maybe shoulders after you're holding onto your handlebars for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last week, I didn't record a whole bunch on the way, but I-4, if you guys live in Florida or have ever visited Florida, you know how awful I-4 is in general. If you've never been down here, have never driven I-4, then it's really hard to express what a shit show that interstate is. It's just a little sliver of interstate that runs from Tampa to Daytona, basically. And because of Disney and all the international visitors and all the people from around the country here visiting that entire section of theme parks, it's just constantly fucked up. We took I-4 last week because it was technically the fastest way, and even this morning it's going to be the fastest way, but when you're sitting in traffic for 30-40 minutes at a time, just clutching and stopping and everything, it just sucks. So going these back roads does a couple of things for us. One, it allows us to miss all of that, because that's horseshit. Two, it adds a little bit of time, but it gives us such a prettier ride. And God, you guys know how I feel about Florida. If you're new here, you don't, but I love just about everything about Florida. I-4 can go, but in general, Florida is just my thing. And the back roads of Florida,
Come on. Jeez.
okay?
Yeah.
The back roads of Florida, top notch. I mean, yeah, there's sometimes a lot of straight roads that the back roads have, but there's also some curves. But like I've said before, I don't have to have like all the twisties or hills to have a good time on a motorcycle. Just give me a pretty view, and as long as I can look at my wife while she's riding, I got all the view I need, baby. She's not entertained by that.
I'm not entertained by this light turning yellow as we're getting to it.
Yeah, so my wife has, in the past 2 or 3 rides, really discovered how inconvenient traffic signals are. We'll see you up the road. I'm going to turn the cameras off right now and get some more at the Wawa, some more on the road up there, and obviously today from the event. A lot of friends up there. Obviously, we have a whole group riding with us. New friends that we met last weekend, the Orlando crew, and then other friends that are coming in from other parts of the country and the world, apparently, that I haven't met. So we'll see you down there.
So we got here early. I'm always under this like weird pressure / anxiety that I'm going to be late somewhere. So instead of risking it, I get places entirely too early. In fact, when I'm getting close to somewhere that I'm supposed to be, or the time I'm supposed to be there, I start panicking a little bit. And look who is also here very early, the newlyweds, Mr. Aaron and Mrs. Aaron. So they've started a new tradition where they're taking on first names instead of last names. The moment I expressed my excitement for their inclusion in today's events, Aaron's like, hey, I know you're excited and all, but I'm not riding with you today, actually. So, okay. Tone it down. All right, well, we'll get to ride with him for a little bit, but I guess they're going to split off and go do something else. Such is life. Here's your feature. Everybody asks for a jack feature all the time. I don't want it. You don't want it? You're going to get it.
Actually, that's just me on like 20 different accounts asking for that.
Asking for a jack feature. I wouldn't put it past Aaron one bit to ask for a jack feature. Everybody wants a jack feature.
Why?
The less they know about me, the better off they are.
You're way too edgy. Jack's real last name is Jeremy. It's Ron Jeremy's grand cousin. Jack Jeremy, right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Oh my God. You need a little bit more hair.
I'm the mini hedgehog. See the hedgehog? They call him the hedgehog.
I had no idea. I'm not that in.
They call me
Like, you know Ron Jeremy, but you're not up to date on his
little.
nickname.
They call me the little hedgehog.
Right. I don't know my Ron Jeremy fan fiction.
This isn't in your video.
Then what?
Jack.
I'm gonna be mad. Jack's gonna be mad. Jack Jeremy's gonna be mad if I don't include this whole little thing in my video. So here we are. I guess we're all gonna find out and edit if this actually makes it.
Same bet time, same bet channel. Actually, we're about 3 hours earlier. The gang is all here, and we're about to head out. We've got a couple stragglers. You guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are following Nick on an Indian, and maybe Dr. Dad, Mike Foster. They live a little north of here anyway, and I think they're going to meet us along the way. I told them I'm not really going to stop, so... What in the Mad Max, Florida is that? Good God, dude. All right, boys and girls, on our way off into the wild blue yonder of Florida. I'm really looking forward to this event. A lot of people that I know are going to be there. Obviously, the people with us. Josh is going to be there. Shay, Doodle on a motorcycle, who I haven't seen in a while. She was the first YouTuber, motorcycling YouTuber, who kind of validated my presence on the platform, if, you know, whatever sense that makes. And obviously Jess is going to be up here. Blockhead, who I've known him online for a few years, but just kind of really hung out with him last week for the first time. Excited for him and his ventures and opening up his shop. So always good to support people in the motorcycle community who are doing things to better their situation. Living the dream, if you will, where most of us have to go to a job for somebody else every day. Others have worked hard to get where they are. I just want to work somewhere that does not have an HR department. That's it. Which means I'm going to have to do this on my own.
Finally, someone smart.
The person who got over?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times I think when people move out of the way, like, make a conscious effort to make room for motorcycles, if that's what they did, I get the feeling that they also ride and understand what's going on behind them.
Right.
Oh, it smells like weed coming out of that car. Surprise, surprise. We just passed Valor Road. Valor Road is at the tail end of Temple Terrace. And Temple Terrace is known for Nissan Altimas with no bumpers and temporary tags, and the strong smell, aroma of the cannabis. So it is of no surprise to anyone, one around, baby, that we are smelling sativa as we drive. It's almost an expectation. And just as quickly as we came into it, so now are we out of it. The book of St. Mike, chapter 19, verse 76.5. Read to you on this day on the world-renowned WLDR.
Sorry, I'm just quiet.
Oh, somebody got hooked up right there. You saw that?
Hooked up?
She was getting in handcuffs right there on the side of the road.
Oh, really?
Fuck yeah. At the trailer park? Hell yeah. Oh, you guys are going to see a whole lot more Florida today than you bargained for. We're already in it. We're in it deep.
It is not a Tampa crew road trip without parking lot beers. What do you think, baby? I didn't have cameras rolling, but we got up to 90 there, passing some fucking Publix trucks and all kinds of bullshit. I thought Jack was trying to kill us with the way he was taking up half the lane for us to get back into. Meanwhile, oncoming traffic's just coming. We're gonna kill these. Oh, so good.
Okay, the hardest part about a big group stop is getting everybody back on the road. I like the parking lot beers because I like beer, right? Who doesn't like beer? But it also takes a little bit of the edge off. Because no matter how comfortable you are riding in a group, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking when you're responsible, especially at the front, when you're responsible for like 7 other humans, or more, or less. It doesn't matter. I think when you're by yourself, it's a little bit more relaxing. I'm constantly looking in the mirror to try to count headlights, make sure I got everybody. So stopping for the parking lot beers along the way definitely helps. The bonus to that is that I get beer. So I've got the advantage of getting everybody all together in one spot, and the other advantage of having a parking lot beer. You can't go wrong with either thing. This time of year is always the time of year it's flying in the south. I know I mentioned it a couple of videos ago where some of y'all in the northern states are already in like freezing temperatures, sub-freezing temperatures, and I can't even imagine what that must be like. Having to do that year after year, winterizing your bikes, dealing with wet snow, doom and gloom. But for us down here, it's summer junior. It never really turns into fall. We get summer junior, and then sometime around January 15th, we get 2 weeks of winter. And by winter, I mean like 40-degree days. But we get to enjoy this. Now the price we pay for getting to enjoy all of this in October, November, December is that June, July, and August is a fucking sweat box.
Every bike you add to a pack increases your chance of somebody breaking down by 200%. So we had a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 1800% chance of somebody breaking down. And my man Q, sounds like he's probably got some kind of a vacuum leak going on over there. He broke down about a mile down the road. They hobbled it here, and we may end up letting him hang out here and get a tow back to Tampa so the rest of us can go. Sucks leaving people, but sometimes you got to make that call. We got here early as promised, just not as early as we intended. So we're in that weird zone of we wanted to be here early, but not as late as early as we were. So good.
Well, you gotta follow that. Really carried it for.
So we're there's the dead zone right now between 12 and 2. We wanted to be here a little bit before 12, but we got here a little after 12. So we're in the dead zone. The good news about this dead zone is that we can fill the void in our life and souls with alcohol and bad decisions. This is the second feature you guys have gotten of Jack today. So
Can you show a nipple?
show your
nipple
He showed. Yeah.
Premium content.
You guys got nipple preview last week. I don't think we're gonna do that twice this week. At least not from Jack.
Are you sure?
I may get a little. It depends on how many beers I have. We may throw out the old fucking pancakes I got going on here.
Mike Branch nipples. Mike Branch nipples.
Anyway, Central 28 Brewing Company. It's a traditional tap house. They don't have food here, but what I've learned from these breweries. Yeah. So what they do is they bring in these food trucks. Okay. Can you say taco?
Taco.
Yeah, you can say pussy.
Taco
That's an okay
cat
word.
Pussy's okay. What's not okay?
Vagina, that's a weird word.
Vagina
too.
is.
Like all the. And yes, those
Yeah.
are weird.
Fat snatch, meat taco.
Stingray, you can say
Stingray.
stingray.
I like
That applies
stingray.
to some people.
Yeah, stingray.
Unless it's a
Chevrolet.
bat smash.
Fucking meat curtains.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Arby's roast beef sandwich.
Sure.
We knew we were gonna have a nip slip today.
Bad star, baby.
No, give me the goods. Preview my only man's page.
A little bit of pep.
Oh man, you guys saw it here. One and only. Looks like an old Accord. So here's Doodle. Doodle's like become the master of massive motorcycles. That's her new name.
I wouldn't call myself a master. I just keep riding them for some reason.
So you're a Padawan. The Padawan.
Yeah. Yeah, you can call me Padawan.
The Padawan
I'll take
of
that.
giant motorcycles, and I really want her to try this 1,000-pound behemoth of a Goldwing. She said she wanted to sit on it first. I don't think it's going to be any heavier than a Road Glide, but
This is a big girl.
it is. She is a big girl. Old Swamp Water. She loves it.
Oh my god. Huh, I can't even get it off the kickstand.
Yes, you can.
Huh,
You can do it. You can do it.
huh. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on.
You got to throw your weight into it. She got it. She got it.
I got it.
There she goes. Look at that. Look at that. I had all the confidence in the world
Why does it turn so hard?
because you're not moving.
I can barely turn the wheel.
She likes the motion of the ocean, baby. You gotta get her going. Hey, when you're riding on this one, these passenger armrests, cruise control. Yes, you put your arm back. Put your arm back and ride on cruise control. Pull your foot out here on the damn highway. I mean, that's a little start talk. Hell yeah, that's it right there. This is the vision of comfort. 2 weeks in a row.
Hi guys.
What day is it?
Tuesday.
It's absolutely Tuesday. So I want you guys all to remember that tomorrow night, Wednesday night, is church night. Please attend. Please attend church tomorrow.
Hail, baby Jesus.
Hail, little baby Jesus.
Hail, little 8
Confess
pound,
all.
6 ounce, sweet baby Jesus.
Confess all of your sins.
Somebody say sin.
I said sin, and we love sin around these parts, baby.
I'm out. This is a Christian channel.
This is a Christian channel. Don't you ever disrespect baby Jesus around here again. Archie has become my favorite guy of this entire event. Archie, do you know what a bean is?
I moved from New York.
You do know what a bean is, and you've never flicked a bean before?
No comment.
So I'm gonna say that the UK is like Florida Junior right here with Archie. He's one of those don't ask, don't tell. He's a gentleman. He's an actual.
That's how we do it in there. We're gentlemen. We're distinguished gentlemen.
A fucking distinguished. Goddamn. Archie just pulls shit out of his ass every fucking time I talk to him. I met this dude like 2 hours ago. For some reason, I fucking love this guy, man. So, English charm. What do I have, Archie?
A bean holder.
Yes. Yeah. Holster.
A holster.
A holster. A bean holster. So when you flick it, you're like
There it is.
the Wild West.
Stick it in there and leave it.
This is the east side.
Yeah.
This is the west side.
Keep taking out the kickstand.
You can. You did it before.
Yeah, but it took me like 4 tries.
That's okay. It's okay. Oh, she's a heavy girl, baby. You got it. You got it. You got it. There it is. Oh, she's got it. 1,000 pounds of Japanese muscle.
I can't go any further.
Yeah, you can.
Huh?
Start her up.
Is that a reverse?
It does have reverse.
No way.
You want it?
Huh?
You want reverse?
So, do I start it up?
Yep, start it up. It's on the
How do I
very
start it
bottom.
up?
No, it's on run. I keep it on run.
Right here?
Yep. And it's got. So the way take the kickstand off. The way reverse works is you have to be in neutral. You got to pull this lever up and out. You see the lever? Black lever right here. Pull it up and out. It's big, yeah. No, the whole thing. There you go.
What?
Pull it out and up then. There you go. All right, now what the reverse does on a gull wing is it reverses the polarity of the starter motor.
Okay.
So if you hit the starter button
What's the starter right here? No.
on the bottom, yep, hit the starter button, yep, and then let off it a little bit because it's a little touchy. Yep, it's got reverse. It's weird as fuck. Woo!
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
There it goes. There it goes. Right there. Woo! Okay.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ, can you believe the one and only Doodle on a motorcycle? Can you believe that she just rode this motorcycle without a helmet?
Wait, let me put it on the kickstand.
Look at that life-altering experience face she's got.
Oh, Lord. Where's the kickstand?
What if I push you over?
No. Don't
What if I did it? What if I
Don't
did
you
it?
dare.
What if I did it?
Don't.
What if I did it?
Don't you dare.
Oh my God, oh no!
Okay.
How'd you like it?
I was terrified.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't want to drop it.
I've dropped it.
I know, but still.
That's gonna wrap this one up. That was a fun video. It was over the course of a couple days, but most of it obviously was just yesterday at the Blockhead grand opening and face reveal. And she's not normally in the outro with me, so you guys get a special treat. How was your first distance ride?
It was good. I mean, like I said in the video, I wasn't like nervous or anything. It went a lot better, I think, than I expected. But didn't really care for the ride back because it was on I-4. And
I was about to
at
ask.
night,
Yes.
and our comms were dead, so we couldn't, communicate. So it was a little bit
So 100% of the time that we've ridden together, we always have our comms going, the Cenas. So yesterday, well, the ride up was just beautiful on the back roads. We wanted to avoid I-4, but last night everybody just wanted to get back, so we rode I-4 the whole way, 80, 85 miles an hour. And I said before we got to Blockheads that I'm going to charge our Cenas on the mobile battery pack while we're there, and I didn't do that. So we had comms for maybe the first 20 minutes. And then after that, it was just old school, like, feeding off each other, hand signals, whatever, to make sure we were okay. But I'm super proud of her. I'm so happy that she did that ride. I knew she wasn't like nervous about the ride. I knew she would do just fine. And I think the event was fun. Everything was good. As far as me, I'm editing the footage in here, and I realized, Josh, Shade Tree has a saying, embrace your cringe. I'm listening to myself when I was in the sauce a little bit yesterday. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I really had to embrace my cringe to get this video out, but such is life, man. We ain't here for very long, but I do appreciate the time that you spent here with me today. Oh, you like that segue? Oh God, that was so good. Anyway, thanks for coming along. We'll see you later.